through the pain. Wipe my tears, help me dance in the rain. Even when love walks out and the world gets cold, I got hearts by my side that'll never fold. We cry, we fight, we laugh, still true. I might have lost us, but I still got my crew. We cry together, we try together, even when...
All right. All right. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me with everybody. It's your girl, Deshawn, right here at All Things Fruitless. I got my girl, EJ, the TV junkie. We've got Lighten Up with Letitia as well as Candy Love. And tonight it's all about the hush tone. So what's good, everybody? How y'all feeling? Start from EJ and then on down to Letitia, then Candy. How'd y'all feel about this latest episode of Tyler Perry's Divorced Sistas? And happy Juneteenth to everybody.
Okay, so first and foremost, happy Juneteenth to everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying their time off. If they were able to, if their company or whoever you work for, yourself, whoever, if you were able to take off today or be off today, because I enjoyed my day off. I slept. But we appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with us. And yes, I really enjoyed this episode. Honestly, I'm really liking this show thus far. Each episode, like where I wish we could like speed some things up, because I hate the day situation, but other than that, I'm really loving this. I'm loving everything that's going on with it. I was here for Naomi. I was actually feeling Naomi in this episode. Like everything about it just felt. We'll talk about it, but this is a really good episode. I enjoyed it.
Hey, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. I got my red drink today, my fruit punch. So, and I was definitely vibing with this episode. I agree though, EJ, it's a lot of dialogue. I was like, you could speed up the one especially between the pastor and the pastor, because I'm like, do we really need all of that? But we'll see how it goes. I guess it just plays into, kind of the backstory of where we're going to go next. But I was feeling for Naomi in this episode. And I feel some kind of way about another character, and we'll get to it.
Yes, it's Candy Love. Hey, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. Hope everybody had a great day. I did, even though I had to go to work. But the vibe for this episode, I am feeling Divorced Sisters. They really got me on this episode. I am all in. I am locked in. Rashida, as you can see, that's my girl. I am feeling Rashida. I am here for Rashida. I'm not here for her husband, Jeff. I'm not here for him at all. Naomi, is that Naomi, the $37 million chick?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I can sympathize. Hush, girl. I can empathize with her. However, if you knew you were supposed to get that stuff back then, why you didn't get that man that stuff back? But and I'm gonna need Geneva to get her life together, because she is on my bad side. Yeah. But I enjoyed. I'm here. I'm all in.
Absolutely. I'm all in as well. And shout out to the chat. Shout out to Karima Khadijah for tapping in. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn for tapping in. Thank you guys so much for being here. As I always say, your presence is always our present. And as far as how I'm feeling about Divorced Sisters, I'm definitely all in. I'm definitely locked in, even with all the shenanigans, because I knew in the beginning it was going to be some shenanigans that were going to go down. Again, I'm loving the cast. Their skills. Their skills are top notch at this moment, because I'm feeling some of the stuff that they're doing. And so with that, y'all, we want to talk about our girl Geneva, and is that my baby? is Anika my baby? Because how dare you talk to this man? How dare you get so intimate with this man that you talk about naming your child Anika? Like y'all planning a whole life. So what they introduced us as was that just, oh, it was just a one night stand type situation, or it was just a mistake that Geneva had made with Javon. But now, baby, they literally had a full fledged relationship, and he said, "I'm back. I'm here for you." And then he told her, he said, if you want me to leave, just tell me to leave. Letitia, girl, what was your thoughts in this whole? I know y'all wanted that scene to speed up, but there was a lot of intricate details that were coming out of that scene. So what were y'all thoughts? Letitia, start with Letitia.
Okay, now this isn't the scene I wanted to speed up. No, this scene was good, but this is where I was like, this is the person I'm feeling some kind of way about. I am feeling some kind of way about Javon because he is giving, last week he was giving stalker vibes. This week he is giving ultimatum vibes. He is shady. And so is Geneva from now what we see. Girl, I agree with you, Tika. Girl, what? How did I know it was something? Because when he said he looked kind of funny last week about his when the name was mentioned, when Anika was mentioned. So I'm like, girl, why would you do that if you didn't even think that maybe this man might actually be her daddy? So that the jury is still out on that. I think indeed he's a contender for sure. He might be the daddy, but I still feel like William knows something that he just not telling us. I really feel like it is possible that William and Javon could be in cahoots because they, to me, they looking shady. They looking shady, and Geneva is looking trifling right now.
Okay, okay. So trifling, like Geneva, girl. I'm in my feelings about you. Candy, how were you feeling about this whole moment right here? Read the far right, son. I know you got something to say.
Yeah, because last week I had noted someone right. I knew someone right with them because she was too fidgety. She was too emotional. She was too like the way she fell in his arms. I knew it was more than just one time. It had to be a whole lot going on because it was just she was just too emotional. I hate it for her. I hate it for William. I hate it for this baby. But Javon, something is creepy about you, sir. Um yeah, some he telling her it's her turn to get rid of William. To he got rid of her. Sir, what if you're not gonna come interrupt and disrupt my life? You're gonna say 5 months and 5 years and 11 months to the day, and I'm and counting, and you give me all these different things to tell me that you are obsessed with me. Like, what did she? I mean, what is the in the Mariah Carey is really going on? I am disappointed in Rashida. I really am. I really am.
Why are you disappointed in Rashida? What she do?
She slept. She was married and slept, and she got
You
pregnant
mean
by
Geneva?
somebody else. How?
Geneva,
I
but
mean, Geneva. She possibly got pregnant by somebody else.
oh, okay. Because I was like,
I'm
dang,
sorry, I
why
had
you
the
bring
wrong name. I'm
Rashida in
sorry.
this?
You slept with this man unprotected, and doing your IVF session. Like, girl, no,
Okay.
ma'am, we're not doing that.
So EJ, what do you? And
Hmm?
we're gonna say we're stuck on this couple right here for just a minute longer. She committed to this man though. This is why I feel like he giving stalker vibes. Because baby, you promised me that we were leaving our situations, and it may have taken me 5+ years to leave my situation, but that was the commitment that we made to each other. And now I'm here, and you talking about this ain't what I really want. Like, EJ, what you thinking?
Yeah, so I always got to play devil's advocate on everything because who would I who I wouldn't be EJ if I did not. First of all, I actually low key had some sympathy for Geneva because I still feel like we're missing a key piece. We're missing what was happening in her and William's relationship at the time. Not that there's ever a good reason to cheat, but we all know that the affairs of the heart usually when stuff like this gets emotional like this and when people start having these type of affairs, there's usually something else that's happening and going on. And we can already see that William and Geneva really are trying to work on whatever it is. We're just not privy to whatever it is that has transpired throughout this relationship that pushed her over into the arms of this here man right here. I want to know what
Right.
that story is, and I'm really interested in what it is. And not that I think it needs a pass, because like I really do believe that you're in a marriage, you should leave that marriage if you no longer want to be in it. So I get that, but I also get human nature, and I get that sometimes human beings, when they're feeling tossed, they like you just. I feel like sometimes I need to know the reason. Let me say it like that. I ain't gonna go all the way deep, but I feel like I need to know what's going on with her and William for real, because it's giving something is not right with them and their relationship. And then as far as Javon is concerned, I really do feel like Javon is just here for trouble. Listen, she told this man that she didn't want to do William like this, that she wasn't going to do this anymore, and she didn't want to be with him anymore, basically, right? So he left, went on with his life. It is not her fault that you couldn't make your relationship continue to work for those 5 years. We separated. You left. I'm here. I decided to stay with my husband. So now it's on it. You need to go figure out what you want to do. You left that woman because you wanted to leave her. I feel like if he would have left her when he first left, like if it had been within the year or within the 6 months of when he left, then that would have been him leaving for her. No, now you're out of that situation and now you want to just pick up where we left off. And that's not cool. That's not how this should work. You shouldn't get to come and blow up my life just because you want to. And it's given that he's going to try to do just that. And they're not going to be together, which is the stupid part about it. You're going to blow it up, but she's still not going to be with you because she's going to resent you because you really are about to try to put your stamp on whatever. And then the messiness of it all, the way you all at the table and stuff, like it was just doing too much for me. I don't trust Javon. And I have a lot of sympathy for Geneva because I really want to know this backstory of how we got to where we are. Because William, in my eyes, there is something that is off with him. I just don't know what it is yet.
Yep, yep. But she didn't have to name that baby
Yeah.
Anika though.
She didn't. She didn't.
I'm
Right.
glad she didn't.
That was that was the ultimate. That was the ultimate, and that'll drive anybody into their feelings. But for me, William was given. Well, you wasn't man enough for me, so she went to another man. That's all I can say for right now. We, like you say, EJ, though, hopefully we will dive into why Geneva as well as William had the issues that they had. Now, this pastor, because I was about to call him the other word, said, they driving, having baby, do you love me? What do I say it every Sunday? What you mean you say it every Sunday? What kind of love is this, Pastor Jefferson? I'm giving fight him in the air vibes. I want to cut him right now. Then he had the audacity to throw the is it menopause in the conversation. Like, are y'all gonna blame that on everything? She asked you, did you mean what you said? When you say you told her that you loved her in front of those children, did you mean it? That was the whole question. Letitia, let me know your thoughts on just the good pastor and the good pastoress. What they call female pastor, the good evangelist, whatever, y'all.
She's still a pastor. But
No disrespect, no disrespect.
I hate this marriage for her. I absolutely hate it. And not just because I despise the first lady position, but because she just it doesn't seem like she's getting anything that she wants or needs out of this relationship. He makes her seem as if she's a nag, and to us that's she kind of looks that way, but not because I actually believe she's a nag. It is because he does not communicate with her. And she's like, I'm just asking. You always just asking. Well, Nick, well, if you just answered the question, she wouldn't have to keep on asking. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you don't communicate with her at all. You just do things whatever the way, any kind of way you feel like it. You try to humiliate her in public. Um, your man friend is taking up a lot of space, trying to sit in your seat and all that. We saw that. I saw that, Brother Myron, Deacon Myron. We saw that. You're doing too much. And so I don't know. I hate this marriage for her. I hate this relationship for her. I want her to be happy. And it just seems like she's more of a fixer and she gets no joy out of her life. Just she's just fixing what's going on. So part of me wonders what her ultimate goal is. Is it that she wants the church to go? Oh, she did admit though that her family pretty much put the money in for this church. So it basically, I think she feels ownership of it, So I don't know. I'm so disappointed by their communication.
I trust me. I was just looking at this whole relationship, like, sis, like in actuality, you don't need him. Kick his butt onto the curb because he literally ain't doing nothing but making your blood pressure go high. He's disrespectful all outdoors. And like, what is the point? Are you trying to save face for your family because you don't want to be a divorced sister like a lot of your other friends? Like, what is it that what are you trying to accomplish here? So EJ, thoughts?
Yeah, so I really feel like Rashida really loves this man, but this man doesn't love her back. Somewhere down the line, this man fell out of love with her, and he tolerates her. And the crazy part about it is that I say tolerate because I'm talking from his perspective, not from just the perspective not from what it really feels like from us looking in on it. I've never gotten the notion of Rashida as being a nag or as being someone who is consistently trying to cause strife. I feel like she is a woman who wants answers. She's feeling a certain type of way and she needs some reassurance right now. She needs to know that this man still loves her and that he still cares for her and that she's not just making all of this up in her head. It's almost like he's gaslighting her and she needs to feel like, is it me? Am I crazy? Am I the one looking like am I the problem? Like, you know how sometimes people get you to thinking like that. So you have to ask the questions because you need to really know the answer because that person is not actually showing you the answer. They're not showing you how they feel about you. This man is disrespectful to her. Whether it is very vaguely, it is still very much disrespect. And not only that, but he allows others to disrespect her because there's no way in the world that I should have a husband and your assistant should ever feel like he could disrespect me in any way, form, or fashion, whether it's little or big. That would have got checked at the door. So I feel like, Pastor Jeff here is just putting on a big show at this point. Like this relationship is, and if he's not cheating, because I don't want to put it on cheating, because sometimes people just fall out of love and they start treating the person that's closest to them like crap. They start showing you who they really are. So I don't want to say that it's cheating, but it is giving very much. I done found something else or my attention is somewhere else. It's giving that for sure, even though I don't want to put it out there, but that's what it feels like. And I hate this for her. I love this
Right.
character, Rashida. She's one of my favorite characters thus far. And I think that she deserves better. And I think that eventually we're going to see where they're going to try to work it out. But sometimes you just can't work everything out. There's no reason why she should ever have to feel this way. And when they talk about the sex thing, and then, when he says, I say it every Sunday, he took me out right there. I was like, sir, what are we talking about? Are you being for real? For real? Like, is this like a real answer? Are you really listening to yourself right now? If your wife left you today, you shouldn't say anything but accept it and move the F on because who does that? If she had said that to him, she would be non-supportive. She would be all of these things. Like that was trash. He's for the streets.
Absolutely. Definitely for the streets. Candy Love. I know you got some reading to do to this, Pastor. What say you, Candy Love?
Sir, is he with her out of convenience, out of financial gain? Because she said her grandfather did something with the money, and then it's you're gonna bring up money. So is he with her only because of what she was able to provide in the beginning? And is he there for convenience? And he doesn't like her. He may love her, but he doesn't like her at all. And that's the worst thing. Somebody not liking you, because they'll treat you like shit. And that's what he does. Like y'all said, he disrespects her in public, allows other people to disrespect her. And I need her to come out of the whatever she's in, because stability will allow you to set your house up in the middle of hell and watch it burn in flames. And that's what gonna
Mm,
happen to Rashida if she don't get out of there. And I love Rashida. I love the character. I love
absolutely.
her character, but I need her to make some moves because this ain't it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This a woman that's willing to put up with some of anything, which I said this in one of my commentaries. When it looked like the woman got it all together on the outside, baby, it's something else going on. Um, that's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
But listen, my girl came through. My girl Naomi was like, y'all know, one of the baddest chick. And you know, I'm from Miami, so I love that walk-in music. But next thing you know, ding dong. Oh, what's her name? Duffy went to the door. Baby, it's the police out there, baby. You got a warrant. What? How dirty? How dirty is? Oh my God. What's that fool name? How dirty is her
Franklin.
ex-husband? Brace, first of all, I know.
Dirt.
I know the judge said to get an ish back, but why would y'all do that on the day? She like in a calm state. Like it's the day before the event. Did you do this so that she wouldn't go to the event? Like, what was his purpose behind going and snatching up her fine jewelry and her nice cars and her furs, her $4 million paintings? Candy, please. You start with this one. We're gonna go back up to Letitia and then EJ.
Girl, why you get that man his stuff back? save yourself some. Save yourself as much aggravation and stress as possible. This did not have to be, just in my opinion, the way she acted when she had all those things and she was freaking out and cutting up. I would have eliminated anything that would have needed him to do what he did. Eh, You already got enough stress. Now you got this, you got embarrassment with your friends and whomever. You got the police coming to your door. You know, you got all this other extra stuff. So I would have eliminated some kind of stress because that didn't have to happen. I understand you didn't want to give it up. Girl, you got 37 million. You go buy some more, okay? I mean, I don't know. I just didn't, I mean, and I felt, sorry for her that it happened, but I understand. However, save yourself some stress and aggravation because that did not have to be. Like, I'm a firm believer of do what you can and everything else, let it fall to the wayside. That right there didn't have to be. It didn't have to. And that's just how I feel about that on that.
I mean, I agree because this is what I was saying last week. I'd have just taken the $37 million will make me forget who you are. Okay, period. If the divorce decree said I had to give back such and such, I'm gonna give it back with joy because I don't want a bunch of stuff that's gonna remind me of your trifling ass anyway. You can have all the stuff. So, but I did feel bad for her, and I felt like with each item they took, because they took them individually, it got worse and worse and worse. And that's when I started to feel bad for her. I feel like even the police felt bad for her at the end. Like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I have to do this basically. Like, because he didn't have to do it that way. But I told what I say last week. He does not care about the money. Well, I mean, he cares about the money, but he cares more about humiliating her. He cares more about making her pay. He cares more about driving her crazy. And he's going to keep doing that as long as she holds on. So, girl, let the stuff go. I hate that that happened to you. And now she about to act a straight up fool at this event. And I'm like, come on, Naomi. I didn't care for her that much last week, but now I'm like, oh girl. I like her now, and I'm like, dang, girl, come on. Why you have to play? Why you have to play yourself like that? Don't do it. Don't give them the satisfaction. Don't let them see you sweat. Oh, poor boo.
Because that lawyer is gonna repeat everything back. And that's what I hate. That's what I hated. She had to let them, I didn't like that part. Like, damn, now he got something to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get
Mm-hmm.
shit to go off of him. Bump him.
Just
Rag.
say.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was on mute. Again, for me, I feel like Naomi is in a angry spot, and when people are in an angry spot, there's no rationale to it. There's no I can think clearly about it because I'm angry right now. My husband of all of these years jumped up and left me out of the blue for a white 25-year-old woman that he got pregnant. and now he's asking me back for the things that he bought for me because he wants to give them to her. That's very personal. That is not only personal, but it's very petty. It's saying I'm taking this on purpose because I want to give it. I'm telling you, I'm giving it to her. I gave it to you, now I'm giving it to her. That's petty on his part, and he's making a bold statement. Now, I could say that it wouldn't bother me. I could, but I'd be lying. That shit would irritate the hell out of me, and I'd probably be ready to cut a ninja because of how he's doing it. Not because of, oh, he got this in the divorce settlement. No, who asked for their fur coats back? You can't do nothing with them fur coats. This is you being petty and very personal at this moment, and you're trying to piss her off. It's easy to say, "Oh, I wouldn't get pissed off." Yes, the hell I am. If my husband just left me out the blue, and I'm still in the thick of it right then, hell yeah, I'm mad. And then you try to take all my stuff. You gave me this damn watch, and you gonna try to take it? You gave me these damn earrings, and now you want to take them back? You gave me this car, and now you want to take it back? And you literally say, I want to give it to her? That's the icing on the cake. I'm pissed. And I low key got a drinking problem? Hell yeah, man. So I see Naomi's point. I see why she was upset. I see why she's angry. It would be different for me if Naomi was well out of this. This feels like a fresh divorce. We're still breaking up assets. This is too fresh to want her to move on from this just like that. I feel like some people suffer in silence and some people act out. And Naomi seems to be a act outer. She seems to turn to a bottle and she seems to express her emotions differently. And anytime, especially Black women, express their emotions like this, people always want to call them, the angry Black woman, yada yada. This woman is hurt. This man hurt her, like seriously hurt her. And now she has to be the bigger person. And I don't think that's fair to ask of her. I would want to see her not let him see her sweat. But in reality, I think I would be pissed too. I just don't know how I would react to it. I probably would have broke them damn earrings and then sent them back. I probably would have cut that damn painting and then sent it back. I probably would have took patches out of that damn fur and then sent it back. I would have been on some stuff like that. Like you would have got it back all right, but it would never have been intact. I would have put that stuff in some bleach and sent that shit back. You didn't tell me how to send it back. You just said it needs to come back. That's just me though.
Yeah, and that's fair. I feel like it's like you definitely have to like work through it. But in for me, I like my last ex, he left at 9:30 and I took a box immediately. I was at Goodwill at 11 o'clock. That is honestly how I feel about situations. I don't want things to remind me of you. I get that. And also I feel like the new wife, she's stupid too. Because why would I want something that you had previously on your ex-wife? I want my own stuff.
Exactly.
That whole thing is that's just weird. And he gets away with these games and keeps getting these women that keeps letting them play them.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, but that shows the nature of who this new woman is. She don't care that this stuff used to belong to his ex-wife, because now all she knows is she probably was his little secretary or somebody, and I got him. You know what I mean? I basically took him from his wife, and I'm getting everything that she used to have. And it doesn't matter. And it's sad that there's women out there that could care less where the item came from. They just know it's theirs now. So, I feel bad for my girl, Naomi. But she was a real G. F the police. I don't give a damn about no police.
I don't want no secondhand
Took
stuff.
the earring,
Bump that secondhand crap.
took the earring, threw it in the woods.
That's what I
Like,
would have did.
go fishing
Go
up the
get it.
state.
Go get it. Give me some damn scissors. I could cut this fur up right quick. And I wouldn't have cut it up in front of them, but I darn sure would have cut it up and put it in a dang on big old box, one of the boxes that you finna to put a little label on it or something and send back to the owner of it. But I would have darn sure cut up pieces of it. It would have been like little patches in it you would have never even known. Yep. Glued a little bit of dog hair in it, glued a little bit of this in it, put some little stuff in it. Called it a day. I gave it back.
So You did one way or another, some shape, form, or fashion. Listen, EJ, talking to us about your boy Vaughn. He comes in and he do look like a waiter, like you, bro. You look like you should be waiting on these tables, but this guy is like, get back to the kitchen, get the trays ready, get the, bruh. You work for this. I'm here as a guest. Like, what are you doing? You work. Talk to me about your boy Vaughn, EJ.
Lord have mercy. Vaughn just works my doggone nerves. Just so extra for no reason. Sir, first of all, you quit the job and you keep hollering about this content creation. I ain't seen you create not one piece of content yet. Like, I ain't seen you do anything. And
Wait
yes,
a minute, EJ. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, EJ. Real quick. He was trying to get some content because he was trying to film the table.
that was not.
I'm sorry. I ain't got
Sir,
you.
no, that was horrible. And then the fact of the matter is that you do look like the server. Like you blend right in with the server. Like, sir, you needed a jacket. You needed to just stay at home if we just keep it 100. Because why? Why are you even here at this point? You should have been at work somewhere. You should have been doing something else. Hell, you should be at home playing a damn game that I bought you. How about that? Okay, cleaning up something, doing something that is going to make my life a little bit better. How about that? How about you clean the house, organize some stuff, do anything besides be up in my face right now? Okay, because why? Vaughn is irritating, and I love my finesse twin, but this is not my finesse twin over here. This is irritating as Vaughn, who is getting on my last doggone nerves. Because why? Why are we so extra? Why are we being so loud? Why are we acting like we have never been anywhere? Like you can literally just not say anything. I used to have this pastor used to always say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, just hush. And I feel like this is like in the same type of vicinity. If you don't know what to say, or if you're not sure how you're supposed to be acting right now, just be quiet. Just look pretty because you are that. You are fine, okay? You are pretty. Just do that. That's all you got to do. Just be pretty and just sit down and do nothing else. That's it.
Letitia.
I told Bridget not to tell his ignorant ass about this event because he's the most ignorant person I have seen on this whole series. He is loud, he is obnoxious. He has no decorum at all whatsoever. And I'm like, girl, you should have known him looking like a waiter in the first place. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with the waiter. I mean, unless you aren't one. And why would you even bring, and then she tried to put him in the back table. It would have been better if she had actually got him hired for the event.
That
He
part.
already was dressed. He should have just actually worked the event and not been a guest, because and put us behind in the kitchen. Please help. So we'll have to see him. No, none of that. Cause he's just, I mean, he just did not know how to act. He talking about where to lick at. And I'm just like, ugh, you're so embarrassing. I have
And knew it
nothing
was a church event. Girl, knew it was
knowing,
a church event. Oh,
knowing. And then had the nerve to, I feel like if you can verbalize things, then you ought to know how to be able to correct them in some kind of way. Cause he gonna say, well, I don't really know how to be around these people. Then shut your ass up then. Don't be so loud. Be quiet. At least sit back and look at the room. Enjoy. I mean, engage with the people when they engage with you. You don't know how to say hello to somebody. You don't know how to just listen to what they saying. You acted up at the whole table, and then here go William. Was it William too being messy, trying to have him sit down at the table?
That was Rashida. Well, we're gonna get to that.
Ugh,
That
doing
was
too
Rashida.
much.
She did that.
Mm-mm. I cannot stand him.
She did that.
Well, that was shady.
Candy, anything, any information about this homosexual?
Embarrassment. Embarrassment. Like, sir, like Leticia said, shut up. Please be quiet. If you have nothing, I don't think he knows. I don't think he know no better because it got worse. The more he talked, the worse it got. I don't think he knows that he was wrong or that he's out of order. I don't think he knew that. I think he just thought it was okay to be loud and wrong and ignorant. Like, sir, everything he said was ass backwards. I was so embarrassed. Bridgette, I'm gonna need you to disconnect from the Wi-Fi and plug into the router. Girl, please let this man go. And then he asked for a
Please.
car at the end. Hey, child, I would have had a stroke. Boy, you done lost your mind. No.
I blame Bridgette
Yeah.
though, because Bridgette didn't in first of all, she didn't fight hard enough for him to stay home. Secondly, she didn't give him any type of etiquette things, like any type of etiquette. Okay, these are the people that you're gonna run into. I know she was short on time, but these are the people that you're gonna run into. If you feel like you're gonna be judged, don't say nothing. Get somewhere and just have a seat. Just smile and look pretty at this point, because that's all really he could do. But I think she is so into, even though she lusts him, but she don't like him, but she somewhat cares just a little bit about his feelings, and she cares a little bit about him, but she's conflicted because she's got these bougie friends over here saying, girl, that's not the man for you. And she's got this other dude, girl, that's not the man for you. And she has put herself in a very embarrassing situation. So she trying to be the fixer, but honey, it's too late. They know your man now at this point. There's not nothing that you're gonna be able to do about it. But I was just like, okay, I just wanted to give y'all this image right here. I'm gonna pray for Vaughn because he gonna need all the prayer. This right here was just some fake love. We just got through arguing, and you just got through telling me how much you like me, you love me, you don't like me, and all this other foolishness, and how much how much you make me look good, meaning him telling her how much she. Then he decides he wants to, after she get out the car, put on the front for the people, and and grab her hand. And I was just like, bro, y'all would have been better off not even touching. Again, that was just a moment of fake love. Any quick thoughts on the fake love? And if not, we'll carry on. Okay. Well, we get to our girls.
Well, he had Rashida so pissed
off. Go ahead.
that when she walked in the back and met with what's the girl name with the Nikki? It's like she didn't want Nikki to touch her. She didn't want Nikki to touch her fur baby. She was pissed off. I said, Lord, right. Poor Rashida. She been upset.
Right.
I just had to mention that part.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. I love it. Her blood was boiling, and we kind of skipped. I kind of went over just a little moment, but we find out on the way that Geneva is coming to this whole event. We find out that Naomi done, the police have been called because Duffy had to call Geneva. So hey, go check on your girl. And she gets that once she gets to the church, to the event, she lets the girls know, hey, our girl Naomi, we got a problem. The police had to be called. They came and got the stuff that was supposed to be turned back over to her ex, and she out there wilding out. So they get on the phone, and it's a good thing that they're on the phone because Naomi allegedly is not going to come to the event. First of all, how you get your hair messed up just that quick, Naomi? And then you done made your way to the liquor store to get you a bottle, and now you just sauced. Is this a good thing that allegedly Naomi may not be showing up to this event? And we could do Letitia and then Candy and EJ.
I mean, it would have been a good thing if she didn't come, because we knew most likely that Franklin was going to show up. But I don't know why they trusted that. She was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to come. I don't think I'm going to come. Why did they trust that, knowing how she is just in general? Somebody should have said, okay, let me come to you, come get you, and we'll go home and whatever, blah, blah. I understand that it had to be at the event, but whatever. Something would have to give, because they didn't try hard enough, in my opinion. And I'm looking at Naomi with her open bottle, just standing outside, standing next to the car, and then so now she out here driving drunk. Lord have mercy. She needs some help. I knew she was gonna end up showing up though. Knew it.
Candy.
Yeah, poor Naomi. Girl, you supposed to get that stuff back. I hate it for her. I hate that she goes to the bottle, because it does not help her situation at all. And then she's upset with Geneva, telling her that she no good lawyer or whatnot. But girl, I don't know. Some things we can. So I don't know. I don't really have nothing else to say, because some stuff we can avoid, and that shit could have been avoided. That's just me.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. As for me, y'all know how I feel about Naomi. Like I said, she in her feelings right now, and this is her comfort. Her comfort is the bottle. Is it right? Is it something that she should be doing? No, but it's where she's turning to. She's going through something, and she's grieving her divorce. She's grieving the loss of something, and sometimes people grieve all in different ways, and this is just her way. She's acting out right now. She's hurt, and she's acting out, and she's
Mhm.
doing it in the way that apparently this is how she rationalizes and tries to resolve her issue. This is what makes her feel better. And the thing is that it's not uncommon. People turn to the bottle all the time for comfort. Should they? No, but that's what they do for whatever reason. It makes them feel better, makes them not be in the body that they're in at the moment, allows them to be outside of that. The problem is that once it all wears off, all the things that have transpired because of the bottle and what you were trying to hide, and eventually she's going to have to get there. She's just going to have to get there when she's ready to get there. Like nobody's going to be able to push her to get there, but it's going to take more of self healing, because right now she needs to heal internally. She has to let this man go. She has to let go of what he did, how he hurt her. And then she has to learn how to love herself and learn how to move on. And it's not going to be getting up under somebody else or any of that stuff. She really going to have some self reflection. But right now, we still right dab in the middle of it, right in the middle of it. It's too fresh for her. And this is what she turns to.
Mm.
But yeah, I knew they weren't
Yep.
leaving, and I knew she was showing up, but I knew they weren't going to leave at the moment. So, it's what it is. It's going to be funny. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So definitely, y'all. So yeah, we just gonna keep our girl. We gonna keep our girl Naomi lifted up in
In prayer.
prayers, and pray she gets some AA and all the help that she needs, because our girl is spiraling right now. But this is the moment where everyone has already made their way into the venue. They're sitting at the table. Rashida has moved the room with her prayers, got up there and talked about how the pastor says she talked too long. And the room was moved, by her prayers. Javon as well as Nikki, were moved by her prayers, and when she got back to the table, oh girl, I love your prayers. And Javon and Nikki are like connecting. The description of the episode was saying that he was making moves to try to make Geneva jealous. But is she really being, is this really jealousy, or is it fear of getting caught because of all of her shenanigans? Keep in mind, Nikki doesn't know that she let this man who's sitting right next to her hit it, and they was planning a whole new lifestyle. William basically is trying to set up Javon as well as Nikki, but again, no, Nikki is not aware of the relationship. Only Rashida is aware of the relationship that Javon and Geneva had. Now, Geneva, like she that went into a full panic mode. Like, like what is this? I don't, she was so frantic that she had to get up and go to the quote unquote bathroom just to have this full panic attack. But girl, are you having a panic attack because you don't like that your man is about to get into it with your friend, or are you afraid of them getting close and then him telling all your secrets? Candy, what are your thoughts on Geneva, her panic attack, and all of the above?
Baby, I think Geneva just having a full blown panic attack because her homegirl is getting cozy with her boo thing. Her boo thing getting cozy with her homegirl. I don't think she's thinking about getting caught. I don't think she that far yet. I think she's just in the moment of Oh hell no! I know my husband ain't sat there and put my girl and, unbeknownst to him, my man together. She's panicking because of the what if. What if they do get together? And every time they say something, what's so funny? What y'all laughing at? She's all in the business. I'm like, girl, can you be any more obvious? Rashida, you need to bring it on down. Calm down, sister. You gonna tell on yourself. She ain't got to worry about Javon
Exactly.
telling. She gonna tell it. Poor thing. That's all.
It- whoever want to go next.
Okay, so I love y'all, but I'm usually the one messing up these folks' names, but this is Tiffany, okay? It's Tiffany. Because you done called her Nikki like 50 11 times, and I'm like, who the hell is Nikki? I thought it was
Oh damn,
somebody else.
Nikki. My bad, Tiffany. How you just look like a Nikki. My bad. And I know her
I
name too. That's the
know.
sad part. I know her. My bad. Thank you. Sorry,
Baby,
Nikki. I mean, sorry, Tiffany. See, she like a
and
Nikki.
I don't know her
My
name. I
bad.
just went with it.
Not because you called
My bad.
Rashida, and I was like, oh, Lord. We gotta learn this.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to put these
My
names on the
bad.
list.
My bad.
But yeah, no, I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I
Mm,
thought you were gonna correct it later. I was like, oh, she really feel it. She really think it now. So let me just say
girl,
it.
my brain. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I know it. I know
I
it.
know you know, girl, because you be knowing. I don't be knowing. But yeah, I think that it was a mixture of both. I think at this moment she knows that he's just trying to make her jealous. I mean, it's really obvious that he's not really into Tiffany like that. You don't go from telling somebody that you back for them and ready to move on with them to sitting at a table acting like you all into this woman. No, this was let me make her jealous. I'm trying to make her feel something, which just goes to show how trash of a man this is. Why would you even want to do this to somebody that you say that you care about, that you like? Why would you even do that? Why would you even entertain that in the beginning? You know, it's one thing to be cordial, but he was really laying it on thick on purpose. And I think there was a mixture of both. There's the idea of if they try to move forward, like if they really do click in some sort of way and her friend does get involved with him, there's going to be a problem in this friendship group, because what if she starts to really like this man? What if they really get in a real relationship? There's a secret that nobody else is supposed to know about, and now there's a potential of him coming around even more. The problem is when this man is in sight, she those emotions come up. She needs this man to be away,
Right.
and if he continues to put himself in their friend group even more by dating somebody that is one of her close friends, that's a problem. But I think that Javon knows that. And that's what my real issue is I feel like Javon is just pushing this because I need to be around as much as I possibly can. Even if this means that I'm gonna play in Tiffany's feelings. And Tiffany don't deserve for nobody to be playing in her feelings right now. She done been through enough. And I don't like the fact that he would be
Right.
willing to do that. That's not cool. That's not fair. And then we have the revelation when we're in the thing that now he made her think about something that I really don't think, you know, everybody's gonna have their own opinion, but I really don't think that she really thought about it. I don't think that she thought that Anika was really his child. I think that she thought that she was holding on to this piece of this man that she cared about and fell in love with by naming her child this, right? And thought that she could move
Mm,
on with her life. But I don't think that she really thought this baby was his, because she didn't think that doing IVF that it could possibly actually come out to be his because of this process. And with that being said, I think she didn't have time to process it when they were in the house because he threw it on her. And now she doesn't have
right.
time to process it. And I think what we've learned from this character is that she needs time to process things in order to, like, I mean, for whatever reason, I mean, I need time to process things too, so I get it. But she needs time to process things first. And I don't think that she had time to. So all of that was overwhelming. And it's only one person that knows about it. And here we are. So I think it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. And I think Kadeen did an amazing job at really bringing this to life. I believed it. I think it was very believable. So shout out to Kadeen for that.
Yeah, I have three things. So, one, look at William's face. He is eating this up. Something, I feel like there's a reason why he is pushing so hard for Javon and Tiffany to meet up, get together, and all that sort of thing. Second thing is, I am always leery of the people. If you watch enough, maybe I watch a lot of Tubi, but I'm always leery of the people who show up all of a sudden or out of the blue, aka Javon. He's showing up out of the blue. Now, William trying to hook him up with her friend. They in cahoots. That's what I believe. I believe that they are in cahoots. Now, what the reason, I'm not sure. It could be maybe there's something in the background. Maybe Geneva has like a trust fund or something, and there's something that they are after. I have no idea, but I truly believe that the two of them are up to no good. The third thing is that, girl, just tell your friend. We were introduced to the friend group with Geneva and Tiffany, so my assumption was that they were close enough to have given, intimate details about each other. This should be no different. Especially if you still got some kind of fire for this man, you need to tell her immediately. When y'all were in the bathroom and she had to use the bathroom so bad, as soon as she came out of the stall, you should have been like, girl, FY and the I'm gonna need to tell you to back up off of him. Because I might still want to hit that. So you can't. Just
I
keep
don't
it
think she
real.
tells her. I don't think she tells her, Tisha. You know why? Because Tiffany talk too much. If she tells her, she's gonna tell Bridgette. Bridgette might somehow slip it out to Naomi. They can't keep secrets. I think she tells Rashida because she know it ain't going nowhere.
I can definitely agree with that, but in this case, and unless she wants it to turn into what you was talking about, her start feeling Javon, and Javon might, even though I think Javon is full of crap, I don't think he's feeling Tiffany either. I think he's playing the game, but you don't want your friend to get hurt or get caught up in the crossfire because you shady and you was being shady. So if it was me, I would just have to take the chance. She should tell. I feel like she should tell Tiffany, at least, if nothing else, to keep Tiffany out of the drama. Now, if
I
it
think she
becomes,
is gonna tell her that though, Tish. I think there's gonna be a scene where we're gonna see her tell her to be careful with him. She don't tell her why, when, what, or whatever, but she is gonna give her a warning.
but see, that's
I
not the
just
same.
I don't know. I don't think that if you want this to be contained, I don't think that you tell this person that we know like to talk to. I just see it coming out if you tell one more person.
But do you want her to start sleeping with your boo? You don't. So I feel like you got to, something's got to give one way or the other. I personally, I'm not gonna let you spray me with my own tea. So I'll tell on myself before I have to, for somebody get to blackmailing me, or somebody gonna try to, you know, just hold something over my head, which I feel like this is what Javon is trying to do. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out, but girl, this is messy.
It is that.
Listen, y'all talking about Geneva and her infertilities, and girl, you knew you was taking infertility shots and IVFs, and you knew you was going through that. Why would you have actual contact with somebody else? And I'm going in on Geneva a little bit, with somebody else without protection. Like, come on. The goal was for you to get impregnated. Why? You got too many law degrees, too much. You clearly, because going to law school is a long time. You was in school long enough to where you should have known, let me wrap it up. Let me make sure this man wrap it up. Hell, he ain't got to wrap it up. They got stuff you could have put up there to make sure you didn't get pregnant by this man. So clearly you wanted everything that it came along with this man. So now he about to give you hell. He about to take you through the ringer. You asked for it. I'm just saying. I know that was 5 years and 11 months ago, but she asked for it. And now he the mom. Now he the baby daddy. But we gonna go to this comments real quick. She need to tell Tiffany that she has history with that man. I absolutely agree with that. Tiffany will talk a lot. She Bridgette part 2. We saw where the situation with Bridgette, with Geneva, with that when that happened, where she was at talking to Rashida. So, she like to spread words too. And I understand, why she wouldn't, but why Geneva wouldn't tell her. But girl, you're gonna have to do something, because if not, y'all gonna be sister wives in a little bit. And Angelica's, and that comment came from Smooth Attraction. So thank you for tapping in, Smooth Attraction. And Angelica says, I think Geneva is caught between both jealousy and fear, but it appeared at the table that she was jealous. Yeah, she was definitely giving jealous to me, because she was like, what y'all laughing about? Like, why do it matter what they laughing about, honey? Focus on Geneva and her issues right now, and how she gonna tell her husband that she been sleeping in this man's bed. But do he know? I'm looking forward to finding out whether or not William is already privy to this information. At this table, we get your boy DJ, and I love to start with you. We get Vaughn again, and we get more dialogue from Vaughn. We, are y'all together? Because y'all look like basically y'all look like a couple. And that's when Geneva's like, wait, what? They look like she side-eyed and everything. And he said, I like that jacket, my boy. and the help, because that's what I'm gonna call him, the help, says, that his wife, bought him the jacket and not a video game. And like, how do you even, like, who are you to throw out shots at this young man? Like, you should, if anything, you should be an inspiration or someone he could actually talk to, but you literally sitting there judging him. And but he was being himself. And I think Candy said this earlier, he don't know another way to be. He knows no other way to be. So always start with Candy when it comes to Vaughn. Your thoughts, and then we'll follow through with Letitia and then Candy.
Oh, me or Candy?
EJ, because that's your man.
Oh, okay. Because you said Candace, I was like, I don't know what I think she's talking about me. I love me Finesse Twin. Like, that's my boy. Shout out to Pierre. Shout out to you, bro. You're doing an amazing job of being a bomb on this show, bro. You're doing the thing, okay? But listen, they didn't have to do Vaughn like that. I need for Deacon, whoever he is. I need for the Deacon who I'm starting to think. Like, I said what I said on the first time we talked about this, but I don't know. Every time I watch it a little bit more, I thought I was just tripping, but I'm starting to think that I'm not tripping that much. There is something. And
it's been a couple goals.
yes, there is something with this dude, y'all. Like, he is too comfortable, and it always has to do with the first lady. The way, but okay, but we ain't even talking about that now. Let me get back on Vaughn. But he didn't have to do Vaughn like that. He did not have to do Vaughn like that. First of all, he just asked you where you got the code from. He just asked you about the code. All you had to do was just answer the question and keep it pushing. But you being extra. And then of course, there is a certain jealousy of Geneva we clearly see that she still care about this man. Like, 5 years, 11 months, don't matter. She care about this man. It's just a lie. I feel like she's overwhelmed. And when he said that couple thing, of course, that was triggering. And they do actually look like a couple. And they look like they make a very beautiful couple, as a matter of fact, if they really were a couple.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they was there together. So it definitely is giving that. But Vaughn is gone Vaughn. I don't know. I just need him to get a jacket next time he come up in here. It's like doing too much. Doing too much.
So he was escorted. I'll give this next commentary to Candy and then Letitia, but he was asked to leave the table. He was asked to leave the table, and she like, come on, boy. Like, why you signing him? First of all, and this was in the description that Bridgette was embarrassed. She basically was embarrassed by Vaughn, but you brought him there, honey. And be proud, stand by your man. But he said that he never had anybody or never had a good man in his life to really show him anything. And that, so how else is he supposed to act? And then he, I love that he put the church finger up, y'all. Anybody else used that church finger before? I love that he put that church. He was like, okay, I'm leaving the church. I'm leaving the room. I knew what this mean. Okay, let me get up and get up out of here. I'm gonna raise my finger. But I love that moment for him. He said he just wasn't ready for this room of judgmental people. And then they had the conversation. Well, how you gonna get home? First, she kind of started feeling bad about, dismissing him like that. But then it went back to, well, I'm gonna take your car home. You ain't taking my car. Like, where, y'all? What is going on? Letitia, talk to me, and then Candy.
I mean, I agree that she was sonning him, but I mean, he acting like a son. I mean,
That part.
I cannot. I think she is wrong though for talking to him crazy like that at the table because you brought him. You know what I'm saying? Now you embarrassed. You knew he was an embarrassment before he left them when you was ironing his dirty ass vest. You knew there was no reason for that. Like, girl, you should not have brought him. I said that last week. He should have never been there at all. He doesn't know how to act. Send him back from whence he came. You can find eggplant in abundance. I'm sorry. He
Okay.
is just, I'm sorry. Once he embarrasses you like that, I'm like, you got to send him off somewhere. And beyond the table. Heck, I agree with her. Heck no, you ain't
Right.
taking my car. But why did you ask him to leave if that was the case? I mean, there was just no way out of that except for her to just say, get up out of here, period. You might as well have given him the car. You're giving him everything else. Shoot. One of your girls can take you home. It's just a mess. He definitely should have stayed home. She should have, in fact, that's how she should have got him home. I'll buy you a new game.
Okay. What's it?
Goodbye.
2K coming out again. I got you. I'll buy you another 2K. Candy, any particular thoughts on this man getting signed and sent home?
Like I said, he don't know any other way to be, but I do know you know how to be quiet. I know you know how to hush. I know you know how to shut the entire F up, okay? I know you know how to do that. Sometimes you just have to. And if you feel the people are bougie, if you feel like they are uptight, don't talk to them. You don't have to say a damn thing to these people. You don't have to talk to nobody. You can sit there and be quiet. I mean, how much that costs, my boy? How much that costs? Oh, it costs. You can't tell him how much it costs. I mean, what are we talking about here? Like, really? He was embarrassing. It's like, go sit at the kids' table. Go back there and sit at the children's table, please, sir. And thank you. But that's on her. This is on her. Evidently, she did not give him any tips, as I think maybe Tika said it. She didn't give him any talking to before we leave the house. You treat him like a child. You need to talk to him like a child. When we get around these people, be quiet. Don't ask him no question. Don't you say nothing. It's a yes or no. I mean, but he shouldn't have never been there. He should have never
that part.
Because he was embarrassing at home.
Period.
So, yeah. I'm sorry, EJ. The finesse twin is child.
She know.
He ain't finessing. Well, you know what? He is finessing. He is. He finessing, what's her name, Bridgette? He finessing her. Yeah. He's still a finesse twin on a whole nother show. Jesus Christ.
You muted EJ. You muted EJ.
I said he's not a finesse twin over here. Don't do that.
He finessing Bridgette.
He's something else over here. He don't listen. That is solely for one part, and that is a happy turn on my other show for him. That he is not that over here. I cannot. I need a new name for him over here. I'm gonna figure out one.
He a dust ball over here is what he is.
Bum bum.
Bum bum bum.
That part. But you know what though? I will say one thing, regardless. I ain't mean to slide that. I did, but I didn't. Real quickly, last note on Vaughn, just my opinion. Even though he basically a whole screw up, he running with the L team. He was transparent with her, which made her soften up at that moment. He never, like you said, he never had a good man in his life to show him, anything. So, that even though he's still messing up and he might need to go to the male etiquette classes or whatever they offer, he may need to go join the brotherhood or something. so he can get his life together. But he, you know, he was transparent at that moment. And it's a lot of Vaughns out there in the world. That's all I can say. It's a lot of
Listen,
Vaughns
all
out
I
there in the
know
world.
is that
Yes, indeed.
he should know common sense. I'm sorry.
Uh-uh.
Common sense say that this is a church event and I exercise the right to be quiet. I'm sorry. I'm not giving him that much grace. He should at least know that much. Know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Like you should know how to act at least. Maybe you don't, maybe you haven't been around people, yada yada yada. I get all of that. Yeah, I just feel like that was an excuse to soften her up. Yeah, I'm not buying it. You know how not to ask nobody. You know it's rude to ask people how much something costs. Like I'm just gonna be like, oh, how much? I don't even know you. It'd be different if I knew you and I'm asking you how much something costs, and I'm gonna tread lightly on that if I know you. It gotta be it just depends. Like, come on,
Right. And
sir.
you at the
What about him
church event asking for liquor. That's just
Okay, like
But what about
that's
him
you.
pointing? Y'all two together? Oh, you? Oh, she the one that's divorced. He divorced. Oh, the one that
That's
husband
extra. Now
cheating.
you tell it. And
I'm
then
just
there's
tracking.
another
I'm just
thing.
tracking. I'm just putting dots together. I'm just putting dots together. I'm like, oh, now you telling business. Okay, see, listen.
Okay, Candy, that's a good point right there because this brings me back to my other point about this whole her telling this secret to whatchamacallit. I
Mhm.
don't trust Tiffany enough not to tell Bridgette, and I don't trust Bridgette enough not to pillow talk. I just
Right.
think that there has to be a way that she can protect Tiffany with and protect her secret all at the same time because at the same time, I just don't trust it. I don't want
Yeah.
nobody else telling my secret before I tell my secret. Like, let me
Right.
tell my secret. You not gonna tell my secret, and it show like it definitely ain't about to come out by way of third party to third party, word of third party, whatever you want to say. Like, it damn show
Right.
ain't about to come out that way because you. Oh
That
no,
part.
Not by him, no way, in a waiter suit. You a whole damn waiter, and you want to tell
That's a
business
waiter
and collect
costume. That
billing.
wasn't even a whole suit. He got that
Listen,
thing from a
girl.
party city.
uh, with that baby bow tie on. I said, not the clip-on bow tie. Come on.
Girl, that part. I was
Oh
like, at least you
Anyway,
could have found a jacket or something. If
okay.
you just found the jacket, maybe we've been okay. But you like a
Mhm.
whole server.
Listen, before we continue, I noticed in the comments that she's always late. Demarcus Vaughn shouted out. Demarcus shouted out. She's always late for their birthday. So happy birthday to you. She's always late. Thank you for hanging out with us over here.
Happy
All
birthday.
Chris,
Happy
TV Junkie,
birthday.
lighting up with Letitia, Candy Love. Thank you for coming on through and happy birthday. Enjoy your day and the rest of your week. So maybe that was his
Okay.
first outing.
it
But
had to be.
with
That's how he.
but with that, y'all, with that, this is the moment real quick where Tiffany is saying, you know, I'm really feeling him. I'm really ready to get back out there and start dating again. And this was the moment. This was the moment, Geneva. Like this was your time to say, look, girl, look, I need you to take what I'm about to tell you to the grave. I done had that man. I don't think it's a good idea for you
Period.
to go that route. This was the opportunity. Girl had the cane, like y'all said, she had the cane from the potty. She had the, I hope she washed her hands. I ain't see her go over there to the sink to wash her hands. But anyway, she came back and she was like, okay. Because she was really trying to ear hustle and try to figure out what was going on because Geneva was just so distraught in this whole situation. They missed the opportunity. So now I feel like it's gonna be a moment of, girl, I thought we was really friends. Why you didn't tell me the truth when you had the opportunity? So I know we kind of talked about that. And we're gonna slide over. We're gonna slide over real quick so I can wrap this thing up.
Mm.
This right here, the damn devil has come to the building. The night couldn't have gotten any worse. And of course, Bridgette goes into the bathroom. Girl, y'all know who out there? That damn devil done showed up. Franklin and the girl and the demon are here with the big red bow. I'm gonna just let y'all have these two. Just whatever you want to say. Start with Candy, Letitia, and then EJ.
I'm sorry. What's the question? I'm sorry.
Any
Let's
thoughts
talk
on
about
any
this.
thoughts on cookies and cream?
Oh, Jesus Christ. My son, I said, what the, they done let the devil in.
Cookies and cream. Kareem. I like it. Sorry.
Shit is sugar and shit. I said it to
Oh
let
my
the devil
gosh.
in the house. Why were they there? But that's right up Jeff's alley. He wanted the money in the building because that's all he's about is money. He ain't about nothing else. He's not about being peaceful or being, in community with people and everybody, he just about money. This man ain't about nothing but money. And even by being with Rashida, hello, taking the money from
Mm.
her granddaddy to build a house, and he don't even like the lady. Now you got this irresponsible salt and pepper, nice looking man here with this lady that's his child's age, and the way he did it was wrong. Like, you don't even care about community. You don't care about nothing. You a preacher and you don't even. I don't want to do this, but sir, you are trash. Jeff is trash, and this man here is trash, and this lady is trash with Rashida earrings on. I mean, what's her name?
Naomi.
Naomi's
Naomi.
earring that she just took out her ear. She might have an
Right.
ear infection. She might have an infection in her skin, and you want to put, girl. I hope her ear had something, and you done sat there and put it in your ear. Nasty heifer. But that's just like you though. You nasty. You like other people leftovers. That's all.
I have very little for these people. First of all, you're welcome. She's always late. Again, happy birthday. See, this man is all about show and making. He's a menace, and you could tell he's a menace. And Jeff is a menace as well because he doesn't care. Um, this woman though, I cannot stand when people do this though. There's already contention in the situation. There's already tension there. Period. And you are empowering your new person who is new to the group. She don't know these people. They don't know her, and obviously they have an allegiance to Naomi. Empowering her to be a butthole. Girl, shut your mouth up. Don't come up in the church's event with all these black folks and all these folks here who are clearly there for Naomi, thinking you can talk out the side of your neck. No, ma'am. Don't do that. Tiffany was just being nice, just throwing a little shade or whatever. But wait till Naomi show up. You had a nerve to be talking about Naomi, knowing that she is off the hinges.
Yep.
You just asking for a beat down. You're just asking for it. And so I cannot stand it. I can't stand when the whoever the other person empowers their new person to get to talking about somebody else. Girl, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're stepping into. Know your environment before you go opening up your mouth. But that's all I got for them. I can't stand them, and clearly they are about to be a problem.
That part. Listen, I knew Franklin was going to be a problem from the moment that I met Naomi. Naomi is not hyped for no reason. Naomi is being gaslit seriously. By the time we got to episode 2, I finally came to terms with the fact that Naomi really is being gaslit and that Naomi may have some validity to what she is saying. True, true. Do I get that maybe she shouldn't be on his social media? But when you've been with a person for a long time, which I am going to guess that they have been together for well over 25 years, being that their son is 25 years old, right? When you have been with somebody for that long, you know exactly what they're going to do. You know how they going to move. And he knew she was going to look at them social medias. He is trying to piss this woman off at every turn. That's why he allows this white woman to do this. That's why he allows her to come into a friend group and disrespect his ex-wife, because whether it's my ex or not, you still don't come into a friend group of her friends and disrespect her, because I'm not going to have to be sitting up here trying to take up for you when they go in on you, because I'm going to be sitting my ass down somewhere, because don't do that. Because if I warn you, but if I empower you to do it and I low key do it too, because he low key threw shade and Jeff didn't say anything when he was like, don't worry about them. He wasn't talking about his wife. He was talking about Rashida and Naomi. First of all, ain't that much money in the world gonna let me let you disrespect my wife even the least little bit. And I hate that Jeff is like that. Jeff gives not a darn about anybody. He cares about the bottom line. All he cared about was the money. He didn't care about anybody's feelings. or how it was going to be weird or how anybody was going to feel about this situation. It's just an awkward situation. And for the first thing you do is walk up in there and say that you almost didn't come. Bitch, nobody care that you didn't almost come. That is not even what nobody asked you. Tried to
At
welcome
all.
you, say hi, and tried to keep it pushing. But you brought that up and then called her the devil. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
No, this woman is mad because you done took her damn husband. And I say took because out of the blue, you've been having this damn affair with him, got pregnant by him, and now you're married to him. And she was the one blindsided and gaslit, and now you wearing all of her hand me downs and you think it's cute talking about 10 carats. Bitch, please. This is not cute. I
Thank
can't
you.
stand Franklin, but I knew that he was going to get, I knew that he was a class A gaslighter and that this is what he wanted. He wanted her to come in there to do this, and I just hate that she's gonna do it. But I get it, but I hate that she's gonna do it. I just don't want
Yeah.
her to do it, but I get why she's doing it. But I don't want it because I don't like him more, and I damn sure don't like her.
Right.
That part. That part. Again, shout out to Tiffany for letting her know, baby, them earrings look better on brown skin. That's all I'm saying. So they stood their ground for their friend. But y'all, the friend came anyway. And as we wrap up this episode, Naomi was like, y'all not gonna do this party without me, baby. She came in swagging to the left and swagging to the right, made her way. Oh no, what the hell? I know y'all not talking to, I know doing well y'all not talking to her. So Naomi has made her presence, and this was the end of the episode. Wrap any particular thoughts about this last moment? We'll start with Candy. Any particular thoughts about this last moment, and what are your expectations for the next episode? Candy, Letitia, and then EJ. Okay, we'll go with Letitia, and then we'll circle back to Candy.
Okay. She is getting ready to act all the way up. Naomi.
Girl.
It is about to be an itch show to the highest, and Pastor Jeff better hope this doesn't affect the building fund because baby, she about to tear this shit up. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
All the way, all the
all the
way
way
up.
up.
And she ain't got no scruples right now. She drunk. She's stumbling, child, and it makes it look. She said, "No, you're not over here talking to her." Literally, it looks like her friends are sitting there breaking bread with her ex husband and his new wife. It looked crazy to her, and we just sit down, grab a drink, and just wait for the chaos to ensue next week. Ooh wee.
Mm.
Okay.
My bad, y'all. I walked with my phone. Um, like Tika said, she swagging to the right and swagging to the left. Poor thing, she is drunk as Cooter Brown, and I hate it for her, and I hate for that white woman to see her looking like that and knowing, and she's thinking she's won. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people let other people see them or make them think they won. I don't, the public embarrassment of it all. I just don't like that. I wish she was sober. I wish she was sober, a class act, walking in there, like she got it all together, But she came in there with that tongue licking. Poor Naomi. I just know it's gonna be a whole shit show next week, and I am so ready to see it. I want her to take all her clip-ins and tape-ins out her head.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, I probably approve this message at this point because why? Why? I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Do I wish that Rashida, Geneva, and Bridget and Tiffany had moved a little bit faster and not let Naomi got anywhere near that table? I do. I wish they had somehow got to her and made a beeline and took her to that dressing room because I feel like that's what this moment needed. I felt like they had enough time to do that. But we know that this is how they wanted to play out. So we got to let it play out the way that they wanted to. But I just think that would have been the right approach because y'all know she's gonna come up in here and act the fool. Do we want her to act the fool? No. But do we think that she's about to go off? The liquor is in her. I mean, we don't have to blame it on the alcohol after this, y'all, because Lord have mercy. And to your point, Candy, I don't even know if sober Naomi would not have acted a fool either. Sober Naomi is still angry right now, and I feel like she would have acted a fool too. It's just that liquored up Naomi is gonna act a fool, like fool. If she don't, it will surprise me. But I don't. I honestly think that this is about to be interesting, and I can't wait for the next episode. I'm highly interested right now. And this is what I was talking about earlier, Tika, is everything goes by the full day. I be wanting stuff to move because I be wanting to see
Right.
what's gonna to happen. You know, like I want to go to the next day. Like I want to go to the next. Like I wanted this scene to have happened earlier, somewhere mid,
Right.
so that we would know what would happen, and then when we come back into it, we in the aftermath of this. But
Mm.
no, I'm not a director, producer, or none of that stuff. But that's just what I would like to see.
I
We
feel
be getting
you.
them cliffhangers
I
every
feel you.
episode.
Right.
Right.
Listen, when I saw this moment, the song that literally came to my head was "Nuck If You Buck." Nut, like that little extra beat that come in, that beginning beat, ding, ding, that all I heard was that beat, and Naomi running over in slow motion to snatch that woman by her neck and take them earrings off her ear. But you know, like y'all said though, they could have moved a little bit faster to make sure that Naomi did not come over there to that table. They could have even escorted her outside and be like, "Oh, look, girl, let's go. We told you we was coming to you. We ready to go now. Come on, let's go." But no, they allowed her to come into the room, and now it's their fault because it's about to be some dysfunction going all the way down. But with that being said, I absolutely enjoyed this episode 110,000%. I appreciate y'all for indulging me with these extra 15 plus minutes that I did not want to go over, but I appreciate y'all for indulging me. Yes, I think about stuff like that. And with that being said, Letitia, Candy, then EJ, what do you guys have coming up next on your perspective channels?
Hey. All right. Thank you again for having me. Hey, Shayna. And just I will be getting back to my Beyond the Gates. Join me in Monique 69 Ways this Saturday at 1, I think 1 or noon Eastern, where we will be catching up
My
on Beyond the Gates. And just keep your notifications on so that you know whenever I post a new video or we go live.
All right. Candy girl.
Yes, yes. So earlier this week we did Never Ever Mets with EJ. Tuesday I did The Hand That Rocks the Cradle and Real Housewives of Atlanta on yesterday. So please go and check that out. Next Monday is, well, I'll let EJ talk about that part. But next Tuesday, I am doing Fatal Attraction, the 1987's Fatal Attraction with Glenn Close, and I think his name Michael somebody. But yeah, so if you all have not watched that, please watch it and then come join me and whoever joins me on next Tuesday to talk about Fatal Attraction. It's the movie where the lady puts the rabbit in the pot and boils the rabbit. If you don't know, I know you know that part. So see you
Gotcha.
next Tuesday. Thank you. Thank you, Tika. Thank you, EJ, for having
Hey,
me.
absolutely.
Or I don't know anything about Fatal Attraction, but sounds like a good time. Rabbits and pots. Okay. As far as my channel is concerned, on Monday, like Candy was talking about, we will do our reunion for Never Ever Met, and that will be it. And then we'll have the Shy Live discussion as well. On Sundays, I do the Family Business Sunday, so definitely make sure that you check in. I don't know exactly what I post on Sundays as it relates to the family business, but it's always something that has to do with the family business. I am doing a Power retro right now, so I'll be dropping the third episode of Power. Um, I am working on my video for Divorced Sisters, so I can give y'all my thoughts on that, and then I'll have like some little extra videos to go with this, and then I have some all the Queens Men content that I'm working on, and right now, that's about it. We'll see. Just keep your notifications turned on, and we appreciate all of you guys. Happy birthday! She always late. Belated birthday. Hey, Shayna Boo.
Hey. Yes. Thank you, everyone for tapping in, tuning in, hanging out with us. Shout out to She's Always Late. Shout out to Smooth Distraction. Shout out to, let me see, because y'all know I can't read all these names like that. Shout out to Adia. I like it. Thank you for tapping in. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn. Shout out to Angelica. Thank you all so much for tapping in, tuning in, hanging out with us as we talk this whole divorce sisters type situation. I'm loving everything that they are doing. I mean, damn, can't do nothing but like it. Y'all can be mad all you want to, but you're wasting your time. Come on over here and check out these divorce sisters. That's all I'm saying.
Nah.
Okay. With that being said, on my channel on Mondays, I will be talking about the third season, episode number 2 of Kings of Joburg. For all of my South African kings and queens, come on through. I love talking about it. Did my first episode this Monday, so make sure you come through and check out Kings of Joburg recap. I will be talking about on Fridays my Black Dagger Brotherhood. I love some vampires. Like, I'm just an eclectic individual. Like, I love everything. And so just make sure you check out Black Dagger Brotherhood. If y'all like vampires, y'all like a little freakiness going on, come on through and check out the shenanigans. And of course, I will be giving you guys my Divorce Sisters recap, short form, as well as we'll be back to spin the block, of course, on Divorce Sisters live after show. EJ, the TV junkie, will be your host next week, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely come on back and play in the Divorce Sisters room. And when all the Queens men come out, just know Virtual Club Eden, it's gonna still be a vibe, baby. So make sure you get ready. Okay.
Sundays.
Locked in, baby, on Sundays. That's right, y'all. With that being said, thank y'all so much for coming through. Y'all have an amazing rest of your evening. Stay ruthless.
Peace.
Hey.
Happy Juneteenth.
We cry together, we try together, even when our hearts